Hey guys, we're gonna do a BBS1 GU extra right here. It's about the choke sequence and it's about lapel chokes. I want to share a couple of details. It's always helped me. So Liz, you don't mind being my partner for a moment? These choking techniques can be a little hard on your partner, so of course use great care. I'm going to show this one little detail that I call the ratchet. I believe it makes your chokes a lot stronger. So of course we will probably fall in a seatbelt. We'll end up on the strong side. When we attain this lapel, I like to open it, of course bring my arm in. You'll notice there's a slight bend in my wrist. What I want to do is I'm going to come up and I'm going to ratchet my elbow backwards. So each point that my elbow touches, and I'm not choking Liz anymore at all, each point that my elbow touches on the ground is a tactile point, it's a contact point. So when we're here, when we attain this lapel right here, at first it will be hard even if we stretch. And if we stretch, what I find is that my partner will defend by putting their head on the ground as I stretch. Right, well done. So what I want to do is as I get this lapel, I'm going to ratchet my elbow. Now what I like to do is I like to isolate the wrist first, then ratchet my elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the key is keeping my shoulder close. Now they don't have the same escape options. Then when I attain the opposite lapel, the pressure is greater and the motion is smaller. So the motion is just simply like, I'll show you with my wrist if you guys don't mind. It's like this motion. When you first grab, there's this slight bend. What you want to practice is almost like they say that in kendo, like with swords, there's like a little bit of a flick of the wrist. And this motion is similar, and you go from here, and as you stretch, your wrist kind of makes a small motion in that direction. It allows you to keep your shoulder closed, and I believe it makes the choke really nice. I've got one more detail on this little wing choke, this wing strangle. So when we're here, I think the details are the same on the way we grab this lapel. And also the ratchet is the same. But with this arm, what I find is oftentimes people will fight the shoulder. And if they fight the shoulder, my partner will pinch their elbow to their body and I will not be able to get their arm away, which will make me go for this opposite lapel. And that's great. The only problem is if they're good at defending that collar with the opposite hand, and so you can't get that opposite collar, and all of a sudden you're fighting for that. So what I like to do is I like to come out. And when you come out, you go right against their elbow. Okay? And once you do that, now here's the cool idea. Even if they link their hands, you have a huge shot to get behind their head. Once you're behind their head, you just twinkle your fingers as you reach past them. So I'm going to show that one more time, nice and gentle, Liz. As I reach and reach and reach. So it's almost like my hand continuously reaches as we apply the pressure. Liz, I'd love for you to do one to me because it's only fair. After a couple of chokes like that, great. So here we go. We've got our hooks in. We start with the seatbelt. We go to this side. Liz is one detail that I like to do is she'll create a little bit of tension in this collar and slide her hand up. That allows her to get a very good connection. You'll notice that slight bend. She can isolate my wrist, and now that she has that, she can start to ratchet her elbow back. 1, 2, 3, and the key is to keep your head close, Liz. Good. Or sorry, your shoulder close. Good. And once your shoulder's kind of pinching to the back of my head right here, yes, how does that feel?
Better.
Now you have the choice. You can grab my lapel, go ahead, and I'm going to pass out unless you grab my lapel. And then stretch. Nice. And then do the one against my elbow joint. Nice. And that opens the space for you to reach behind. Keep reaching with this hand, almost like, yes. And nice. Amazing. How's that feel?
Good.
Yeah, does it feel a little
Just
nice
tight.
and tight?
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed.